सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैः स्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै। श्लोक नंबर 4। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं चाभयमेव च अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः। So we are studying the 10th chapter called Vibhuti Yoga. The chapter dealing with the topic of Vibhuti, glories. And here what we mean is glorious manifestation of the Lord. That is called Vibhuti. Like we have seen that Ganga, he is a Vibhuti. Himalayas, Vibhuti. The big forest, Vibhuti. That Niagara Fall, Vibhuti. It's not that Vibhutis are only in India. So we should not have that narrow-minded. All anywhere, these galaxies, Vibhuti, the sun, Vibhuti, moon, Vibhuti. So we appreciate those important, prominent things as the glory of Ishvara. So that in our mind, the concept of Ishvara is not limited to a person sitting somewhere. Because general orientation is that we think that Bhagavan is sitting somewhere up above in heaven. Therefore we have expression Upparwala. In Hindi they say Upparwala. In Tamil also something must be like that. Perhaps Upparwala. Then is there some expression there that which says that God up above? So might be there. Maybe North India it is more Upparwala. Okay. So then, so our orientation is that, and to make us free from this orientation, Bhagavan is presenting first certain vibhuti, certain glories. And he presents this idea briefly. Two types of glories are there. Glories means glorious manifestations, they are called glories. There are two types. One, subtle conditions of the mind, and others are gross. Gross means they are physically available to perceive. And the subtle vibhutis are presented in these two shlokas, fourth and fifth. Subtle mental conditions are also glories of Bhagavan. We generally think that to see Bhagavan we have to go to Vaikuntha, or at least we have to go to the temple. Shastra says yes, going to the temple is very useful. It will energize and it will also reduce your weight. That also is good. Do some pradakshina. But don't limit Ishvara to a particular place. Start appreciating Ishvara outside, even inside. Even if you are not able to go out of your house, you cannot go to Himalayas, Ganga. Wherever you are, you can appreciate Bhagavan's glory in the form of subtle conditions which are described here. Buddhihi, the capacity to know, Jnanam, the knowledge itself. If you understand something, that understanding is the glory of Ishvara. In our life, one characteristics we have is we take things for granted. That is the problem. Therefore, we are not able to have this sense of wonder. Ashcharya Bhava is not there. We take it for granted. But if we analyze, everything is a wonder. You are able to understand is a wonder. I really have this feeling of wonder. That I say something and you are understanding, it's not a small thing. How you understand because you are coming next week also. If you didn't understand anything, you will not come. The very fact that you are coming, at least some of you, it means that you are understanding. Nodding your head also sometimes. So I know that you are understanding. So how this understanding takes place is really, really a great thing. From the thoughts, how the understanding takes place, we cannot completely figure out. But it happens. That's a Bhagavan's glory. So when you understand something, it is glory of Bhagavan. And in the 15th chapter, Bhagavan is going to say, if you forget something, that also glory of Bhagavan. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. If you forget something, that also is glory of Ishvara. So you have every moment an avenue available to appreciate Ishvara. So jnanam, asammohaha, non-delusion, kshama, this accommodation, satyam, truthfulness, damaha, mastery over the organs, shamaha, mastery over the mind, sukham, pleasure, happiness, dukkham, this pain. Pain also is a glory of Ishvara. Really, this science says that pain is a great blessing. You may wonder how pain can be a blessing. If pain is not there, many parts of the body will be destroyed. Imagine you are sitting and you don't get pain in your hand, but rat will come and take away your finger, toes. You will not know why pain is not there. Because of pain, you attend to that part. This pain is a signal given by the body that this part requires attention. Like how you got fire alarm, so Bhagavan has put fire alarm. So pain is a really blessing. We don't understand, we underestimate. If physical pain is a blessing, because if pain is not there, we will not attend to that part. If we eat too much, indigestion happens and it doesn't cause pain, we don't mind. We'll do it next time also. If indigestion and other health issues, if they don't create pain, we will not attend. In fact, pain is there, then also many people are neglecting. So what to talk about pain is not there. So dukkha also is a Bhagavan's vibhuti. We don't invite dukkha, we don't do something to create dukkha, but when dukkha happens, appreciate the presence of Ishvara. Alright, but this should not be misused. You give some dukkha to somebody and say, I did this for you so that you can appreciate glory of Ishvara. That is not the purpose. When it happens, you appreciate. Bhavaha abhavaha, appearance of various things, various conditions of the mind, disappearance. Something comes in your life, some happy event comes, you appreciate Ishvara's presence, and that event got over. In the vacation, these children from abroad, they came. Grandparents are very happy. Bhavaha, this is called bhavaha. Occurrence of a situation. When vacation is getting over, children are going back, then what? Dukkha. So, Bhagavan says, in occurrence of the situation, you appreciate my presence. In the disappearance of a situation, also you appreciate my presence. That is the maturity. When the pleasant situations happen, we say, thank God, you are very gracious, and all this we say. But when something unpleasant happens, then some of the people, they start cursing Ishvara. So maturity is to see the blessings in both bhavaha, abhavaha, bhayam cha, abhayam cha. The fear and the fearlessness, both are the manifestation of Ishvara. Certain bhaya is required. Some bhaya means the papa bhaya is encouraged in the Shastra in the beginning stage. So person is afraid of getting papam and therefore he doesn't do wrong thing. That bhaya keeps him on the track. Afterwards, bhaya should be replaced by viveka. But start with bhaya. So bhayam also is a glory of Ishvara. And in fact, bhaya makes you what is called energized. The bhaya invokes a lot of energy in the body. So bhaya, as an instance, as an incidental happening, it's also glorification, it's a manifestation of Ishvara. Of course, bhaya, we don't continue. Continuous bhaya shows some immaturity. Therefore, we work on it. But when bhaya happened, that also can be appreciated as Ishvara. Abhaya also is Ishvara. Ahimsa, the value of non-violence. Samata. Samata means maintaining the balance of the mind, that maturity of evenness, that also is Bhagavan's vibhuti. Tushtihi, satisfaction. Some people are really blessed. For whatever small thing they get, they are tushtaha. And some people, however much is given, they will say little more would have been better. So, don't have satisfaction. Whatever they have got, one house they bought, this is only one house is there. We don't have house in Uti. There is why should you have house in Uti? You go and stay in a hotel. No, our own house. There is a value. Hardly they go there. Only servants will be staying, but value. So one needs to really learn that what all things I am aspiring for, are they really required? Or only for ego satisfaction, for fancy? So this person has this tushtihi. That tushti is vibhuti of Ishvara. If you have this tushtihi, then it's a great blessings, great manifestation of Ishvara. Tushti. Whatever you have, whatever small thing is given, you enjoy that. So whatever lunch is there, we enjoy. We don't say, oh, this item is not there. Aaj to sweet nahi hai. Sweet is not there. Last week you gave. No, what is there you enjoy. One Swamiji told very nicely. He said, what is not there is not there. What is there is beautiful. If this is your approach, what is not there is not there. Accept the fact that it is not there. And what is there is beautiful. If this is the approach, then we can remain tushtaha. Otherwise, what? We become dushtaha. In Tamil, ta and the, they don't discriminate. So we say tushtihi, dushtihi. So it is tushtihi. Tushtaha means one who is satisfied, not dushtaha. Tapaha, austerity. Austerity means self-denial. When certain things are not there, we have reaction. Therefore, what do? We train ourselves to be without those things so that when they are not there, we are not disturbed. In engineering language, they call it is pre-stress concrete. So you design yourself in such a manner that when such situations comes, you have already designed yourself. So food is not there. Once in a while, be without food. Once in a while, be without coffee. Once in a while, be without mobile. People don't know this Wi-Fi is not there is a very big thing. If somebody told no that somebody don't give breakfast, no problem, but Wi-Fi has to be there. In one advertisement, the child is born and he is going to God and telling what type of this what is called unrefined people you have sent me to. They don't have even Wi-Fi password. Then he said they have got a dongle. So, so then that was the advertisement. So you can imagine what type of thinking is inculcated. That child who is born, he is thinking of Wi-Fi password. So much dependence. If Wi-Fi is, then some people will say if Wi-Fi is not given, will not come. Wi-Fi is like a prana. So without that, what? So it once in a while, learn to be without Wi-Fi. We in this ashram, we don't have to practice that because anyway it happens. So we don't have to practice it. Once in a while it does go. So we learn how to manage without that. And I tell you that our capacity to be without many things we are not utilizing, we are not knowing. You have capacity. You can be without food for one day. Even you can be without water for one day. They say about 14 hours, so the daytime with can be. So we learn to deny so that we develop mastery. That is called tapa. Up to this we had seen yashaha. Yashaha means fame. Bhavan Bhashyakara says dharma nimitta kirtihi. The fame based on dharmic way of life. Ayashaha means adharma nimitta apakirtihi. Ill fame because of unrighteous behavior. So both of them are Bhagavan's vibhuti. What should be our approach toward yasha and ayasha? As a sadhaka, I make my life in such a way that I do not become the object of criticism from my side. In spite of my behaving right manner, people criticize, that is, I can't help it. But I try to make sure that I do not live the life which will invite ayasha. Let my life be in such a way that naturally there is yasha. You don't go after yasha. We do not go after fame. But when we lead our life sincerely, then yasha happens naturally. You must have seen that in a group, if you are dealing with some group and somebody is very sincere, he stands out. She stands out. You don't have to do anything. He is not trying to impress you, but you get impressed. Just because he is very sincere in doing whatever he does. So, by doing what is to be done, there will be yashaha. So, our focus should not be on yasha. Our focus should be on doing what is to be done rightly. and naturally yasha comes. In fact, in any field, even if you are a plumber, but if you are doing your work sincerely, yasha comes. He is a very sincere plumber. He will be in a great demand. Any work, if you do sincerely, definitely it brings yasha without your working for it. So Bhagavan said that yasha and ayasha, which are subtle conditions, they are also my manifestation. So when you get some fame because of doing something, what should be the approach? This is a manifestation of Ishvara. And sometimes you did wrong thing and therefore ayasha, ill fame came. Or even if you did not do wrong thing, but people misunderstood and there is a rumor against you, ayasha, ill fame because of misunderstanding. That happens. So that also you see it as what? Ayasha as Bhagavan's manifestation. Sometimes ayasha becomes a blessing. Why? Because we were getting so much arrogant. And so our what is called balloon was so much inflated. And therefore we require some puncturing. And therefore Bhagavan does. Anybody who is inflated with ego, then Bhagavan does something so that his ego is punctured. So ayasha also is a blessing in many situations and it is a manifestation of Ishvara. Therefore yasha, we appreciate Ishvara, ayasha, ill fame also we appreciate Ishvara. That is a healthy way of looking at both of them. But we don't go after yasha. Going after fame makes your life unnatural. It creates stress. If you want to attain this fame, then you have to do so many things. Many of them may not be natural to you. And it will create stress to maintain certain image. Therefore, never go after fame. Puja Swamiji, some years ago, in the meeting of all sannyasis, all the students of fame, he told this. He says, never go after popularity. If you want to go after some iti, go after clarity, not popularity. Go after clarity, clarity of thinking, clarity of knowledge. Don't go after popularity. It makes your life unnatural. And even if you become famous, then you will have no time for yourself. In fact, you will be looking forward to have the pre-fame condition. You will tell Bhagavan, oh Bhagavan, please make me what I was earlier. Now I am famous, so I cannot have the normal life. Some cricketer went to UK because he said, India, we can't live normal life. They can't go to restaurant and eat there because so much crowd will be there. So here also when one actor used to be there and he used to come here, outside there used to be a huge crowd. They will demand that let him come and show himself. So he has to come. What is this for you and me? Come here, nobody cares. So we go there and we do our things and then come back. It's a nice thing, really. So never go after fame. But because of some reason this fame happens, appreciate it is a glory of Ishvara and don't take it to your head. It is a glory of Ishvara. Okay. So yashaha ayasha. Then Bhagavan concludes, Bhavanti bhava bhutanam matta eva prithak vidaha. Various types of the subtle conditions, bhavaha mattaha eva bhavanti. They are happening from me, therefore they are my manifestation. And here Bhagavan Shankaracharya says that all these conditions are having their material cause in Ishvara. But the karma of the jiva also contribute. So karmanusarena bhavanti bhava. So Bhagavan is the samanya karanam, general cause, and the karmas of the jiva are vishesha karanam, specific cause. Therefore, what type of conditions happen in the mind, they are decided by the karma of the person. Ishvara is providing the material for it. But what type of bhava, what type of subtle conditions will be there, that is decided by the karma of the jivas. Like whether you make the roti or you make parotha, the material is what? Wheat only. But what will be made, the wheat doesn't decide. Wheat doesn't say, today you make me into parotha, today you make me into roti. No. But without this wheat flour, you cannot make. But what type of item you will make out of wheat or rice, that is decided by the jiva, by the person. But Bhagavan, this wheat flour or the rice, they provide the material. Similarly, Bhagavan is the material cause for anything that happens in the mind, any subtle condition that happens. But Ishvara does not decide what thought should come into your mind. That is decided by your background, your karma. But for thought to happen, Bhagavan is the material cause. That idea is given here. Matta eva pruthak vidaha. So in this manner, the subtle creation is from Bhagavan, and therefore Bhagavan is manifesting in form of all of them. That was given. Now in the next shloka, the gross creation, gross bodies and gross objects are also born of Ishvara. That idea is given. Maharshaya sapta purve चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः येषां लोक इमाः प्रजाः. So Bhagavan is saying that all these objects in the world, all the bodies in the world are born of me and therefore my manifestation. And all the gross bodies, all living beings are born of Ishvara. That idea is presented by taking some representative bodies. What are they? Maharshayaha Sapta. 7 Maharshis. From the standpoint of the body, 7 Maharshis. So we have got 7 Maharshis. Vishwamitra, Jabagdini, Bharadvaja, Gautama, Atri, Vashishta, Kashyapa. All these are these rishis, great rishis. They are, Bhagavan said, born of me. Manasa Jata. They are born of my mind. Means my sankalpa. So it's a very beautiful way of seeing that the whole world which we are seeing is the dream of Ishvara. So all of them are born of the mind of Ishvara. And Ishvara's mind is otherwise called Maya. So Madhavaha, the Manasaha Jata. Who are they? Sapta Rishis in the beginning of creation. And Purve means earlier in the beginning of creation. Chatvaraha Manavaha. Manus are the presiding kings over a particular period of time called Manvantara. In the 8th chapter, long time ago we had seen, maybe 1 or 2 years back perhaps. So 8th chapter we had seen that Brahmaji is having the lifespan of 100 years. And every year will have 360 days. So you may think, oh, that's what, we are also 100 years and Brahmaji also 100 years. But Brahmaji's 100 years are different. Our 100 years are different. Brahmaji's 1 year has 360 days and each day will have day and night. So each 12 hours day, working day we can call it, is 1000 Chaturyuga. And we have seen the calculation. 1000 Chaturyuga means what? Chaturyuga means 4 yugas. Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga. And Kali Yuga has got 432,000 years. So Chatur and this Dwapara will be double, Treta will be triple, and Satya Yuga 4 times. So one Chatur Yuga will have 43,20,000 years. This will be only one Chatur Yuga. You have to multiply by 1,000, and that will be the period of day, 12 hours of Brahmaji. So 1,000 Chatur Yuga is equal to one working day of Brahmaji. Not calendar day. Calendar day means other 12 hours are there. There are also 1,000 Chatur Yuga. So 2,000 Chatur Yuga is one day of Brahmaji. That is why we have a story that one person, one king, had a princess, and he was not getting this appropriate, suitable alliance for her. This is a common problem. So he also had this problem. So nowadays we cannot do, but he had some power. So he went to Brahmaji to ask that who is suitable person for my daughter. So that time Brahmaji was doing Sandhya Vandana. Brahmaji also does. Married, no? So he does Sandhya Vandana. And Sandhya Vandana was over, and Brahmaji said, What is the issue? Then he told that this is the issue. He said, yes, I will suggest. I can suggest. But by the time you go back to the earth, thousands of years must have gone by. So that all these people, what you are thinking, they will be gone. But now I have to suggest something new. So this story shows what? The relativity of time. See, relativity of time, we think Einstein only talked about. It is not so. This relativity of time has been well calculated in our Shastra. So 360 days of Manushya is equal to 1 day of Devatas. And I told you 2000 Chatur Yuga is equal to 1 day of Brahmaji. Alright. So out of this 1000 Chatur Yuga, 3 Chatur Yugas, Brahmaji is just stretching. When he gets up, we stretch. So means non-working, non-functional period. Last 3 also yawning, no function. So out of 1000 Chatur Yugas, 6 are minus. So how many are remaining? 994. And 994 Chatur Yugas are divided by 14 Manvantaras. 14 periods. Manvantara means the period presided over by Manu. So every Manvantara will be 71 Chatur Yuga. You have to count. 994 divided by 14 will be 71. You can check calculation. So 71 Chatur Yuga. So that period is called Manvantara, the period which is presided over by one progenitor called Manu. And the first Manu is called Swayambhuva Manu, who was born of Brahmaji himself. And that's why we have got Manu and Shatarupa. So like in Bible they have got Adam and Eve. Similarly we don't say they borrowed from us. We had long time ago. And that Manus are 14. And now 6 Manus have gone. 7th Manu is going on. Vaivasvata Manu is going on. And Chatvaraha, 4 famous Manus are referred to here. They are born of me. 7 Rishis are born of me. 4 Manus are born of me. And Madbhavaha, they are having power of me. And Manasa Jataha, they are born of my mind. Yesham Imaha Prajaha, Yesham Loke Ima Prajaha, whose progeny alone are these people. So all of us are the children of Rishis or children of Manu. Therefore we are called Manavaha. or we are called Rishi Putra. So Pujya Swamiji used to say that generally it is said that we have come down from monkeys. We are Vanara Putraha. We say we are Rishi Putra. That is why everybody will have some Gotra. Gotra shows what? Connection with some Rishi. It's a very good thing. We are connected to some Rishis. So you are tracing back your root to some Rishi, which gives you good self-esteem. So these are the very important ideas now these present generations are getting deprived of. First thing is they do not know their own mother tongue well. This is the first, what is called tragedy. That children, they do not know Indian language, their mother tongue very well. They can speak little bit, then also little bit. They cannot read, they cannot write. Even one Indian language, they cannot read and write. What a strange thing it is. Generally, I generally suggest that everybody should know 3 languages well. Well means what? Reading, writing, speaking. One is one's own mother tongue, national language Hindi, and international language English. But if I tell this, then there will be a little bit of opposition. There is so much. They say we want 2 language formula, not 3 language formula. All this. But I have found, since I know 3 languages, I have got more access. When I go to Gujarat, I can speak. When I go to Rishikesh, I can give talk. And English here I am giving. Because of these 3 languages. I can read, I can write, I can speak. So, language is the connection to the root. If you do not know Tamil well, then your connection with the Tamil culture will be weak. So, be connected. So, always teach this mother tongue to your children. Enough. I don't say don't teach English. Please teach English to your grandchildren, but make sure that they know at least one Indian language, preferably mother tongue. It's very, very important to be connected. People are underestimating. In fact, in some place they are very proud that my child doesn't know Gujarati, my child doesn't know Tamil, he speaks only in English. They are very proud of that. He should be ashamed, not proud, but they are proud that my child just speaks only English. No? One needs to know this language. It's very, very important. Because without that connection with the root, connection with the culture will not be very strong. Similarly, this connection that we are connected with some rishis. And if you do not know your Gotra, Kashyapa Gotra, you always say, I belong to Kashyapa Gotra. Means what? The forefathers are finally from Kashyapa Rishi. And that's Sapta Maharshayaha. All of them are the forefathers, all of them are the ancestors of Imaha Praja. And here commentator writes that Praja means progeny. Progeny can be through 2 connections. Regular progeny means they are born of some parents, therefore they are progeny of those parents. So we are progeny of our parents. This is one way of this somebody being progeny. Another is Vidyaya. The disciples, the students are considered to be the progeny of the Guru. That is called Vidya Santati. Other is a Bindu Santati and then second is Vidya Santati. We are Bindu Santati of our parents. Means we are the progeny, the children of our parents through this birth. Other is we are children through Vidya. We are children of our Guru through Vidya. That is called Vidya Santati. And now in India that rule is allowed that sannyasi can write his guru's name as father's name. He can write. That's a very good thing. I really appreciate that one can write guru's name. Instead of father's name, if person is a sannyasi, he can write guru's name. Because guru also is considered to be father. So we are children of our gurus. So all these people, what we are seeing, they are the progeny of the rishis, either through birth or through vidya. And those rishis and manus, who are the forefathers of all living beings, they are born of me. Therefore, what? I am the ultimate father. So Bhagavan is the ultimate father, the fatherless father. That idea is given. So the entire gross universe consisting of various bodies is born of Ishvara, therefore manifestation of Ishvara. So Sthula Prapancha, gross universe is also manifestation of Ishvara. That idea is given. More we see. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti